The farmer took the cow to the market and sold 7 tailors. On the way back, he passed a chum and heard a frog calling, and quat, "Ak, ach, ach," and quat, "Oct, oct, oct." He thought, "That and number 39. Strange. Obviously I sold the cow for 7 tailors. Why do they say 8? Uncle came closer to Chewum and said, "You ignorant idiots. I Don and number 39. Understand anything? 7 tailors, not 8, have you heard?" The frog croaked in response, "Ak, ak, ak, ak. If you Don and number 39, believe me, let me count it again." Having said that, the farmer took out the money and counted it. Every 24 cents was 1 thail. But those frogs Don and number 39 know how to count. They cry, "Ak, ak, ak, ak." The farmer got angry. "Well, if you Don and number 39 believe me, then you guys should try counting." Then he threw the money into the water. He just stood there waiting on the shore, thinking to himself that after counting the money, the frogs would return it. But the frogs kept saying in the same voice, "Ak, ak, ak, ak." And they Don and number 39 even bother to throw money up to pay. The farmer just stood there waiting until it got dark. Before going home, he scolded the frog for a while. "You really are frogs, the soldiers are wide-eyed, you have empty heads and water, only big mouths. There are 7 tailors and you can and number 39 even count them. You thought I was so excited that I stood there waiting here?" Then he went home, but the frogs kept saying the same thing. "Ak, ak, ak, ak." The frog and number 39's sound was still so monotonous, making the farmer feel sad. Some time later, the farmer bought a cow to slaughter. He calculated that if he were good at cutting the meat, the money from selling the meat would be equal to buying 2 cows. Not only that, he would also get the skin for free. He brought the meat into the city to sell. As soon as he reached the city gate, a pack of dogs came running. The leader of the pack was a very large hunting dog. It ran around the pile of meat, sniffed and barked. Chat, 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 chat. The dog kept barking like that. The farmer said, "Oh, I know, if you want bad luck in business, give me a little, okay?" But the dog still barked. Beep, beat, beat, bet. "You Don and number 39 even want to eat? Are you planning to feed the herd? Chamfer, 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 chamfer. Come on, you and number 39. Rethinking right? I know your owner too. You and the whole herd just bring back the meat. I and number 39. Come get the money in 3 days. If you Don and number 39 have it, then you and number 39 know what I and number 39 am doing." Then he left all the meat and went home. The dogs wagged their tails happily and gathered together. Ket, 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 ket. Having walked a short distance, the farmer could still clearly hear the dogs barking. He muttered, "Now the whole herd is gathering, but the leader has to worry about paying me." Exactly 3 days later, the farmer muttered to himself, "Tonight the money is definitely in my hands." He happily waited for it, but after waiting for a long time, no one came to pay. He said, "You really can and number 39 trust anyone." Then he went into the city to ask for money from the butcher, the owner of the dogs. The butcher said someone was joking like that. The farmer got angry and said, there is no joke. I came here to get money for beef. 3 days ago, didn't and hash 39. The biggest dog and the whole pack of dogs bring you back whole beef? Now it was the butcher and number 39's turn to get angry. He immediately grabbed a broom handle to beat the farmer and chase him out of the house. The farmer said to him, "Just wait, at least there is justice in this world." Then he went to sue the king. Uncle was brought before the king to sue. The king and princess sat and listened. He said, "Oh my God, the frogs and the hunting dogs have taken all my wealth. Moreover, this butcher even paid me with a whip." And he told the whole story. Seeing such a funny story, the princess had to laugh. The king said, "I cannot say that you are right, but as a reward I will give you the princess in marriage." Up until now, the princess has never smiled, but hearing your story, the princess laughed, and I promise, whoever makes the princess laugh, I will marry the princess to that person. Please pray to thank God for this blessing." The farmer replied, "Oh my God, I Don and number 39. Dare, I already have a wife at home, only one wife, but every time I come home I have the feeling that in every corner of the house there is a woman standing to help her. Tormenting me." The king got angry and said, "You are probably the stupidest person in this world." The farmer replied, "Oh my God, noble king, I kill beef to sell meat, I Don and number 39. Dare to think about anything else." The king said, "Okay, just wait, you will receive your share, now go home, come here in 3 days, you will receive the full 500, not missing anything." When the farmer reached the door, the guard said, "Hey brother, no matter how you make the princess smile, you will be greatly rewarded." The farmer said, "Probably, I heard it was 500. The soldier continued, "Hey, share a little with me, brother. How can you spend such a large amount of money?" The farmer replied, "In that case, take 200, and in 3 days you will present it to the king to receive it." A Jew standing nearby heard the whole story. When he saw the farmer coming out, he immediately ran after him, grabbed his shirt and said, "What a strange thing in the world, you must be a child of heaven that and number 39, SYU and number 39, so lucky. I would like to change some money for you to spend easily. Those taller coins are of no use to you." The farmer replied, "Speak softly, well, give me the coin now, and come here in 3 days to receive 300 thalis from the king." Seeing that, the Jew was very happy and immediately gave the coin to the farmer, because no one would be stupid enough to exchange new money from the king and number 39's treasury for old money with chipped edges. 3 days later, according to the king and number 39's orders, the farmer presented himself. The king said, "Pull it out and give it 500. The farmer replied, "God, I Don and number 39, have any money left?" I gave 200 to the guard, and the remaining 300 I exchanged for a Jew. At that moment the soldier and the other Jew entered. Both received their fair share of the whip. The soldier knows his fate and grits his teeth to endure the beating. The other Jew kept shouting and complaining, "Oh my God, it hurts so much, the money is so hard." The king also had to laugh at the farmer and number 39's ridiculous and silly actions. The king said, "You should be rewarded with 500 lashes, but because there is someone like you, I will pay you in another way. Go into the palace treasury, Take as much money as you want." Without waiting for a second mention, the farmer went into the warehouse, filled his pockets with money and then walked out. He went straight to an inn to count money. When the other Jew saw the farmer leaving, he sneaked along to the shop and stood outside listening to the farmer mutter to himself, "If it weren't and #39 T for the other two people to take the beating for me, there would be no way to get a reward. Heaven knows why I have this blessing." After listening, the Jew thought to himself, "My God, he dares to speak ill of the king. I must go immediately and report to the king, then I will be rewarded, he will be punished." Hearing the story, the king became angry and ordered the prisoner to be called immediately. The Jew told the farmer, "You must immediately report to the king, as soon as possible." The farmer replied, "I know what and number 39's going on. First I have to buy a new set of clothes. Being as rich as I am now cannot wear patched clothes to present myself to the king." The Jew found it impossible to change the farmer and number 39's opinion. If there was any delay, the king and number 39's anger would cool down. Who knew he would be punished and the farmer would be rewarded again? He said, "Where you know each other, I and number 39'll lend you new clothes so you can go. It and number 39's fine in a friendly place." The farmer was pleased to hear it, so he took the Jewish clothes and put them on, then went to the palace. The king blamed the farmer. After listening, the farmer said, "Your Majesty, everything the Jew said is all lies. There has never been a word of truth from the Jew and number 39's mouth. He had the audacity to claim that I wore his clothes to come here." The Jew called out, "What is that? Aaron and #39 those my clothes? Didn't and #39 I lend it to show the king? If I know you personally, I will lend it." After listening, the king said, "Surely the Jew lied. But who did he deceive? Me or that farmer?" Then the king ordered his soldiers to kill the Jew in a battle, counting 300 again as before. As for the farmer, he leisurely walked home in his new clothes and reward money, saying, "This time I and number 39 am lucky." Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.